Hi there. In this overview, I'm going to show you a Git-native code review protocol, which is a new part of our tool, AI code review tool, LiveReview. So I'll sort of try to explain why this was built and how to use it and what benefits you may get out of using it. So first of all, I'll just quickly show how this is supposed to work. So typically we are used to doing a git add and then git commit and git push, right? This is our usual workflow as a developer. And what this native protocol adds is a new step in between git add and git commit. So you have a new step called git LRC review, right? So this is a step which is enforced via git hooks. So for all your developers, if you have a team and so on, they are going to be encouraged to review the code as they have written pre-commit, right? So just like your linters and other things, code error checkers and so on, LRC review as well triggers during a pre-commit stage. So this ensures that no code goes unreviewed. So I'll explain in more detail why this was. So I observed that okay, we are a fast-moving startup, and I'm noticing more and more that developers aren't reading the code that they're getting generated using AI and so on proper, right? So more and more people are missing the code that is being generated, and there is not enough understanding about what's being generated. And many times I feel like the MR process is too late to catch these sort of errors. Some code has been removed or added, and nobody knows when this was done and where it was done, so on. So this is a big issue because the problems show up later in production. So human oversight is needed, and my argument is it is needed pre-commit. So don't even commit bad code. Why do you want it to go to MR process or production and cause problems later? It is better to catch these issues early on, right? So this overall at a cultural level for a team, this is about checking, right? You want a checking culture rather than a believing culture. So you don't believe that there are no bugs in my code and I have not missed anything. So this is not the kind of belief which we want to encourage. We want to encourage that we have checked it and verified. Yes, we know that this is working. So I'll quickly demonstrate how this works in VS Code editor. So let me add a invalid line. So I'll just say this is an invalid go line. So as you can see, this is a go source code file, and I have just added a random line here. Now we'll try to commit this. So I'll just git add and I'll say git commit random line. Okay. So in a typical process, this can be committed, But now what happened is LiveReview triggered automatically. So this is our Git hooks triggering, and LiveReview will not allow you to commit without actually doing a review, right? So now a review was immediately done, and I can go to my browser and check the report. Okay, and you can see it very clearly that there is a critical error, right? This is not valid line of code, right? So this issue was caught on right in the pre-commit stage, and now I can actually skip committing this because this is just fine, and I can remove this line and I can add a commit, and I'll just add something informative here, and I'll try to commit this. I'm adding this, and I'll do commit valid line. Okay, again you have a review going on, but since this is a review which doesn't really require review, I can so if I wanted to, I could have skipped with Control S. So there is no need to review if you don't want to, right? So this is not enforced button, right? So I'll check the report again, and this is valid line. So I can just since there are no comments, I can just commit and push this. No issues. Yeah. So this was committed, and you can see an attestation was done. So an attestation means I can hit git log here, and for every line I can see a signature from library. Library will say no, a review was conducted or a review was skipped. So there is no commit which goes without an explicit check from the developer saying, hey, this code is safe because it was reviewed, or you personally attest that this is safe because I have reviewed it myself, right? Either way, all the code which is committed goes through this hook and this filter, and there is some minimum guarantee that it is getting committed has been reviewed. So this is the feature, and if you want to try this out, go to hexmos.com/live-review and hit access now. You can just log in and get started like in 2 minutes. Installation is just a single one-line command, and you can try it out like immediately and see for yourself. And I believe that this can work out really well in a team environment or even for a solo developers and so on. But really in a team environment, this can be very handy.